Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. I get sent pictures, videos, emails, and links. And if you would like to send me something for a video, my email is in the description box below. So this first email comes in with some great pictures from a community member. And she said, my hens of about 70, my sweet little egg layers, were hiding my beautiful eggs from me. So I retrieved about 30 eggs from my sneaky gals, on top of the ones I got out of both coops. Now, mind you, I've got 2 more coops to go, but they can only hide them so much. Spoiler alert, I got last shelving unit. Okay, I think the last one. Laugh out loud. But I'll put it up another time. Scavenging for hidden eggs is so tiresome. Enjoy your day. Hugs. Pray for Israel. As always, dear. This is so funny. I can't believe they're hiding their eggs. What brats. So here's an email that was sent in by a community member, and it's a posting on Nextdoor. And it says, upon deciding to share, I looked and have seen some posts about people disliking GoFundMe pages being placed on neighborhood pages. Nextdoor is actually a sponsored link on GoFundMe. And yes, I realize some people do them for silly or even fraudulent reasons. But there are some of your neighbors who truly need help in positions, and I pray you never experience such as an illness of a loved one, like in our family's case. Please be kind to your neighbors and understand you never know when you may need their help. If you can help or share the link of our family situation, I appreciate it. If not, just please move past my post and have a good day. So the GoFundMe link that was in that post is about a man who's raising funds to help his family with medical bills and daily living expenses. At the end of 2022, oh no, I'm sorry, it's a woman. Her name is Poppy. What a pretty name. At the end of 2022, her husband, Miguel, had complications to nephrotic syndrome or kidney disease that he has had his entire life and had surgery to remove kidney stones. At a follow-up visit last April 2023, the urologist did a routine follow-up scan and discovered a mass in his bladder, and the results came back cancer. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. All right, I am going to leave the link in the description box below, okay? It's the Sandoval Medical Fund. Even if you cannot donate, obviously, just share it. Share it if you have social media or whatever the case may be, okay? So here is an email from a community member, and he said, I don't remember if this ever came up before, but you just did a video of folks that had their credit cards read from a distance by the store's checkout devices. I keep my cards, my driver's license, in these RFID blockers sleeves. They only cost a few dollars and will protect you from this and from bad people who can just walk past you and pull your info with a scanning device. It's called Slim Fold Wallet. Oh, not bad. It's only $7 and it's a 2-pack. Okay. Huh. I like that. All right. So I will leave that link in the description box below. So, wow. That's really cool. Thank you so much for sending this in because this will help a lot of us. No kidding. So here's something that was sent in by my husband, and it's a post. And I'll put it up after I read it. It said, just went to the DMV to renew my plates. I renewed my daughter's plates as well, but her plates were almost doubled. I asked why, and the lady said, because her car is considered fuel efficient. I said, the tags cost more because her car burns less gas. She said, yeah, since other vehicle owners have to pay more for gas, you have to pay more for tags, so it's fair. Wait a minute, what? So the government is trying to get rid of gas cars by 2035 because they're bad for the environment. But I buy a fuel efficient car that's better for the environment and I'm being penalized for doing so. More evidence the government does nothing because it's better for you or the environment. Everything they do is money and power grab. Woo. Okay, so now I'm going to put up a series of pictures for you. Okay. And I did some digging. Because yesterday I did a video on Zuck, okay, and his underground bunker of $270 million. All of these celebrities that I'm going to put up pictures, they're all selling their homes. And the things that they have in common are they all have underground bunkers that are either built or are being built. And they're all a part of the same group. Okay? Now, why do you think they're all selling their homes? Inquiring minds want to know. Here's the pictures. Now, here's something for you. This is spoken like a true elitist. Just because you bought it doesn't mean you own it. Really, Stephen King? Really? Commercial break. Love it. Okay, so here's a question. I'm going to put up a picture for you. What does this mean? Could this be from Star Trek or from Mork and Mindy? Nano, nano. Okay, so you all know the song Hotel California by the Eagles, right? This is this got to me, okay? I'm going to put up pictures for you really quick. Here you go. Now, the last two paragraphs of the song, okay, this song will now never be the same for me ever, ever again, okay? And it speaks about, because if you ever truly listen to it, okay, it speaks on pretty boys. He said, we haven't had that spirit here cooking since 1969. They're living it up at the Hotel California, which was actually, back then, it was the Standard Hotel. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. We're all prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chamber, they gather for their feast. Spirit cooking. And this is just something that when I heard about this and I looked into it, I said, my God, this is just something that is just plain and simple sick. It really truly is. So was Don Henley into this, or did he discover it and he tried to get it out there? Okay, so here's something that was sent in by a community member. By growing animal cells in rice grains, scientists dish up hybrid food. Oh, good God. From lab-grown chicken to cricket-derived protein, these innovative alternatives offer hope for a planet struggling with the environmental and ethical impacts of industrial agriculture. Now, Korean scientists add a new recipe to the list: cultured beef rice. No, just no. Just no. Okay? Leave the rice alone. For the love of God, for the one thing that we all stockpile, just leave it the frig alone. By growing animal muscle and fat cells inside grains of rice, the method presented on February 14th, it results in nutritious and flavorful hybrid food that, once commercialized, could offer a more affordable protein alternative with a smaller carbon footprint. What is it with the carbon? To characterize the hybrid beef rice, you know what? Any rice that is now flavored, even the Knorrs, the KNORRS, don't buy it. Just buy plain white rice from now on and flavor it your damn self, okay? I'm serious. Because you just don't know what the hell you're eating no more. The researchers steamed it and performed various food industry analysis, including nutritional value, odor, and texture. The findings revealed that hybrid rice has 8% more protein and 7% more fat than regular rice. Compared to the typical sticky and soft texture, the hybrid rice was firmer and brittler. Hybrid rice with higher muscle content had beef and almond-related odor compounds, with those higher fat content and compounds corresponding to cream, butter, and coconut oil. We usually obtain the protein we need from livestock, but livestock production consumes a lot of resources and water and releases a lot of greenhouse gases. Stop with the FOTS. Okay, stop with the FOTS. The team's product has significantly smaller carbon footprint at a fraction of the price. For every 100 grams of protein produced hybrid rice is estimated to release less than 6.27 kilograms of CO2, while beef releases 49.89 kilograms. If commercialized, the hybrid rice could cost about $2.23 per kilogram, while beef costs $14.88. Given that the hybrid meat rice has low food safety risk and a relatively easy production process, the team is optimistic about commercializing the product. But before the rice makes its way into our stomachs, which it never will, not into mine at least, the team plans to create better conditions in the rice grain for both muscle and fat cells to thrive, which can further boost the nutritional value. Didn't expect the cells to grow so well in the rice. Now I see a world of possibilities for this grain-based hybrid food. Any kind of hybrid anything. Okay. The only hybrid anything in this house is my dog, Ridley. Yes, he's a hybrid wolf. It could one day serve as food relief for famine, military ration, or even space food. You can leave it in fucking space for all I give a shit. So my husband sent me this and he goes, honey, good idea? Yes, Sean, good idea. So I'm going to share it with the community as well. It's a 25,000 mAh portable air compressor, 2 times faster inflation electric air pump with digital pressure gauge. It's $65. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea to have. It is rechargeable with a high capacity battery. It's a portable air compressor. Operates without an external power supply. You could use it for electric air pumps. Let's see. It allows you to preset monitor tire pressure, automatically shutting off when the desired pressure is reached, eliminating concerns without overinflating your tires. So yeah, I think this is a really great idea. So yeah, honey, if you want to go ahead and purchase this, let's do that for $65. I think this is something great to have in our car, in the trunk, along, with all of our other like stuff that we have for survival, like our survival kit that's in our car. So here you go if anyone is interested. So here's an email with some pictures from a community member. And I can't with her anymore. This is why we get along. This is why we're such good friends. She said, okay, my dear, it's me against the food snobs. Oh, no, dear. It is us against the food snobs. I was, when I canned macaroni and cheese. No, 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 you cannot. You cannot. Who said? Who said? Who said? Oh, that's right. I forgot. Everybody is the master canner. My kitchen, my rules. Okay. So she said, you know how the alphabet crew tells us what not to can. Oh, baby girl. Okay. This is why we are such good friends. Okay. Because you know that I know that I know that you know. Okay. Because we all know. One of those. So she says, or how long to keep foods or meats in the freezer. Yes. She said, well, I'm here to attest that my bacon, which was organic, has been frozen since 2015. I had turkeys in my freezer for like 5 years. And this is when I had 2 freezers out in the garage. And I just kept piling and piling and piling and piling in there. I was just like, what the hell do I care? You know what I mean? It's not going to go bad. It's in the freezer. So she said, yes, I know, my Lord. Someone is screaming, no! and I'm over here going, keep piling, keep piling, keep piling. And she said it to boot, I have my liquid gold. Oh, girl, yes. She said, but whatever. I'm here to show and tell my bacon win. Yes, girl. She said, I used to get my foods from Zaycon for years. someone defrauded them, so they went out of business. Oh no, how did the hell did that happen? She said they called me and asked me if I wanted, they had extra truck at a discounted rate, and I was like, hell yeah. So I had bought many cases of food and froze it and canned it up. This is the last of my awesome deals, though. God bless. Pray for Israel. Oh girl, look at that bacon. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Look at that yummalish. Oh, girl. Mm. And now for a commercial break that was sent in by my husband because he's a goofball and he loves me. Okay, so here's an email in response to my video that I did about the elites and their bunkers. She said, I can't remember where I heard this, but the contractors who are actually building the bunkers have a deadline of April 1st. Oh, shit. Well, okay, we're in the middle of February. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Okay, girl, we're supposed to be on the same page. All right. She said it was stressed that this was not because something was happening on April 2nd. Okay. Some people are concerned about the eclipse on April 8th. Okay, I can see that. And claim to a loose correlation between eclipses and earthquakes. I can see that. And are especially concerned that the path goes over the New Madrid Fault and over a U.S. supervolcano. I know that, yeah. Others are worried about the coming of the apophyes in 2029. Apophyes, you mean apocalypse? According to the recently deceased Skywatch TV guy, if and only if apophyes is wormwood, that means a 7-year apocalypse starts in 3.5 years earlier, like 2026. Okay, so that means we've got 2 years to go. Alternatively, Jim Willie, I don't know who Jim Willie is of the opinion that the dollar will be around for 12 to 18 months since the Zuck has bunkers everywhere he lives and works. I think this just means he's building a new house. The entrance to his office bunker is said to be via a sliding board. How cool. Is it made of metal? It will burn his ass on the way down. I'm just kidding. So I just think the elite know that they are outnumbered and want to escape the wrath of people over the dollar economic collapse or the elite's supposed plan to release another bioweapon soon or to escape their own other depopulation agenda plans. See ya. Very well, very good, valid points. Thank you. And here is another opinion from a community member. She said, a shed for our lawnmower is so very true. These people are these people, for one, aren't godly. Yeah, no kidding. Fear is of the devil, my dear. I don't fear of anything. I have done my best to prepare for anything, but first and foremost, I'm prepared in the Lord, His word. Always pray. Satan is the ruler of this world. Yeah, no shit. Satan is always also called the prince of the power of the air. He is the ruler of this world. These titles and many more signify Satan's capabilities. To say, for example, that Satan is the prince of power of the air is to signify that in some way he rules over the world and the people in it. You don't rule me. This is not to say that he rules the world completely. God is still sovereign. Yes, he is. But it does mean that God, in his infinite wisdom, has allowed Satan to operate in this world within the boundaries God has set for him. When the Bible says Satan has power over the world, he must remember that God has given him domain over unbelievers only. This is true. Believers are no longer under the rule of Satan. Unbelievers, on the other hand, are caught in the snare of the devil, lie in the power of the evil one, and are in bondage to Satan. Basically, they can believe in their elite world, but The only belief I have is my eternity with God and my Christian brothers and sisters. I love you. I love you too, baby. Okay, before I go, here is one last email from a community member, and she left us some links, and they'll be in the description box. She said, "How are you feeling today?" I'm feeling a little bit better. I am. Thank you. She said, "I know how painful dental procedures uh, are. They don't know. Yeah, I'm having some pain right here in the front. I am, but otherwise, I'm okay." She said, "So I just heard about Senate Bill 3589 and HR 6981 preventing private paramilitary activity of 2024. I urge people to contact their representatives to vote no on these bills. It would take our Second Amendment away from us, where only the federal government gets to allow certain groups to bear arms. Even training and self-defense classes would become illegal." Well, that's a load of shit. They want to take control from the states and give the federal government all the power. It's unconstitutional. And we all need to use our voices before it's too late. They keep writing bills that do nothing but harm us, and they get longer to read. Yet, if you don't, you miss a lot of the dangerous information in it. Hunting trips, things of the past, martial art classes gone with this bill. Martial arts? Are you serious? Little things like that would be illegal as a whole instead of a few states. But our right to bear arms is our right. Martial arts? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, like when the kids were little and we had them in Taekwondo, that's going to now be illegal. Oh my God. Are you serious? So they're worried about some 8-year-olds with a yellow belt running around kicking somebody in the shin. I'm sorry, I can't, but that's just funny. It's funny, okay? So even having an army to overthrow the government when we're going against the people is constitutional, even though they can admit treason, seemingly make the rules of their own punishments and pay. We can't defend ourselves from those who wish us harm. As a woman born and breathing, I can walk down the street or sit in a chair in a building and be in danger. Yeah, that's the truth. Simply because men assume I'm property, they could do whatever to this day. Yes, I know. Girl, this is why I stay in my home. Women and children are the number one victims of crimes. We need the Second Amendment the most. Not the child holding a weapon, but us women need the Second Amendment the most to hold tight to protect them. Look what happens to women in other parts of the world who don't have it. Son of freedom makes me think children need something too if parents won't protect them. Yeah. If every single American had something to protect themselves, I think events would play out differently. Others in the world would be cautious about approaching us, and even other Americans would hopefully think before acting. So, what I am noticing with these bills being introduced that are very dangerous is one will be introduced by a Democrat and a twin bill by a Republican, something you get double tagged by Democrats. This time it's double tagged by Democrats. S3589, Preventing Private Paramilitary Activity of 2024, was introduced by a Democrat. I think voters in Massachusetts and everyone should see this bill he recently introduced that is going to harm us, like letting the president decide how many immigrants stay in the country. Let Potato pick that number. Yeah, no shit. I think we should decide that. So, leaving the link where you can see the senator's agenda and the link to the Republican who introduced the twin bill HR 6981, Preventing Private Paramilitary Activity Act of 2024. Every politician looks like a bunch of rats. I don't understand how they stay in office. If I would even go into that right now, this climate cult is the worst cover up I've ever seen. A lot of traitors walk the halls of Congress. Here are a list of people who need to go. as I know I you know my sources, so no one in the community has to look far to find the research. Make up your own minds about these people. I would look to each politician as what they have all introduced, make it easy to know what else we need to say no to. You want to know why they're building bunkers? It's because of us. Yeah, I know. They're afraid of us. They're afraid of the common man and woman. Why? I don't want what you have. You know what's funny? I've always said to my husband, I'd rather be poor and happy than rich and miserable. You know, but that's just who I am. I don't want what these elites have. I could care less because they're all miserable old shysters. I don't want what they have. I really don't. I could care less because they're all going to the same place and they're all going to burn for eternity. So what the hell do I care? I don't want what they have. They know the truth will be coming out, and they know what our reaction will be. So they're trying to control all of us before the truth comes out. So we have no way of taking our freedom back. We are all criminals in their eyes. No, no. They, they, they are the flip-flopping criminals because they're all trying to sell us to China. We must stand up because that is not what America is all about. We are the ones who can save freedom. These politicians are not our bosses. Only God can command anything. These people have to have consent to do anything. Don't give it to them. I love you all and sending hugs to the community. Thank you, sweetheart. Those links that you sent will be in the description box below. Okay. And you are absolutely dead on balls accurate. All right, guys, listen, I'm out of here, okay? I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less.